And let's just jump right in. So this is basically going to be a let's play of the storyline. I guess we're still going to see pictures of my other character. Douglas.
War never changes.
That's about it wrong.
In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076,
I wonder if that's the overseer.
we gather together to honor the completion
No?
of
Oh,
Vault
you'll see.
76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you, the good people of America. So that if
Like the one good vault to come out of
the
Vault
end
Tech.
does come,
Not true.
our
Other
way
control.
of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped,
Yeah, it looks like
and
the
the
same.
fallout has settled,
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah, we're
must
doing a
rebuild
whole new
not just walls,
playthrough.
not just buildings,
This playthrough,
but hearts and minds.
this series. And I'll still
ultimately, America
do the other character
itself.
on Sundays, and I'll play the other character
So as we
outside the
stand
stream.
here today, we pray that the world
But
will
this
know
is a
peace.
character straight for the
But
stream,
if that is not
for
our
a Let's
destiny,
Play.
if
I
war
think it's
must
going to
come,
be completely lit.
we stand together, knowing.
And I'm going to go into it not bringing in everybody that I already know. So I want to try to give it from the perspective of somebody that's just like bought the game and anybody else that's playing it. So I'm going to try to make friends as I go along, and we'll see if that works.
Good morning, Vault 76.
You really do need that.
This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night.
Hey, Rebel.
Even those who may have overindulged.
They'll have that fixed in 2 weeks, by the way. Really?
But it's time to get up and get out there.
By the way, apparently overslept from drinking.
Today
Everyone check
is
out the
Reclamation Day.
anyway, yeah, everyone check out the
It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76.
everyone check out that
You
link.
come from every walk of
That's the
life,
patch
every
notes for what's
race,
coming next
color,
week.
and creed.
That's what's coming next week and the week after. The next week we're getting a lot of bug fixes,
You
and the
are
week
just
after we're
country's
getting a lot
best
of
and brightest. But more importantly, you'll
a lot of
always
quality
be
of
my
life and
family.
namely the bulldozer. And you won't ever lose your camp again. I kind of like that face. Go back to 5. Okay. You should see it now. You'll see it again on Sunday, and it'll probably be even better than it is. So, back. when you're creating your character, one of the things that I think gets overlooked is type. And you can go and so you can like smooth. You can take these eyes. This is one oh shrewd. Alert. Suspicious. They've given us a lot more this time. Out of here. Strain. Fire. One of my favorite things to do though is pick wide. Oh, what's that L one? Like it's only so much of that eye. That. Go to sculpt. And you can lower the size by pressing left on the D-pad. And then kind of a little bit. But that way you can get still a nice rounded eye. But it's not giant and red. Built up on. You have a typer mouth. Average. Okay, so here's another thing about the numbers, right? Notice, like, let's just go to average one. Young. How the get a little wrinkles in the side there. Now we're really getting like swollen. And now you've got like actual cracks. See what I'm saying? So the numbers are basically an age type of averages. Turned it to 5 Dark is what I have on my other character. Downtown. 10. Oh. I like it on her. Oh my, that's too much. I'm gonna pick that. Let's take a look at the nose real quick. I saw it on the side. Long for, yeah. Now pretty, doesn't that look like Michael Jackson? Sorry, but Roman. God, look at that. Let's fix that real quick. So we'll go to prominent and then we'll go over here. That down. I'm just pressing up on the D-pad right now. Take that down. Cut that. And can do something about the tip here. Oh, a bit much. I'm having a hard time with that little ridge that she's got there, but I'll just accept it. I'm gonna take the tip of her nose and bring the scale down just a little bit. Turn it up just slightly. Intense. Like average on. Red. I really like. Nope, there's no type on that. Type on the cheek. Got a type on the chin, maybe? Yeah? No, we don't. Scale that back a little bit. Yeah, sure. Your eyes. What color should your eyes be? Janko with certain makeup. Okay. What is it? That's my other character. Let's go with Rosie. The eye color, dark gray. Ever green? I like that. You bloodshot? You do wake up after like a bender. Most you. And the makeup and stuff. That later. Here's the thing about this is whatever you pick, you can change it at any time. So alright. What I like to do is center. I think that's and here's another thing is go into extras, but more blemishes. Okay, so we got a little lip color. There's forehead cyst. I'm not down with that. I'm removing that. Okay. And then mouth scrapes. So that's what those are. Get rid of those. Gaunt. No. Notice they're all really light though. Got any damage? So, but if you start doing a lot of this, notice they're like really, really light, like 5%. Next, and start doing into a lot of fights. No, I don't like that. God, there you go. That's she's dirty. If you do something like this, and you take away a lot of that, you might end up looking perfect. Go in and like my recommendation is freckles next. I say like a little freckles. Nice. I want to have a little bit of imperfection. Choose your imperfection. That's what I'm trying to do. Otherwise your character looks plastic. All the time. Gamer. And this is what I was thinking about. And I want to pick something normal for this. I haven't done a Sarah. I kind of thought about using one of the names from one of the other streams, but let's go with this because I want to show you something. And then I'll let you get one like right off the bat. She looks like she's had a good night. There we go. I wish you could go ahead and pick up some of this stuff. I'm looking at materials that I need. Grab all this. God, you can't look. There's like a backpack right there, but you can't take it with you. So this was basically a party last. Got partied their full heads off, got drunk, and some of us got a little too drunk, and it happened to your character. And you can't. There is one thing I know about, but realistically, I mean, you can much to stay lingering in the vault. Go ahead and grab that. And on tip of the Pip-Boy is if you're on this view, is to go into what the Bethesda is calling the quick boy. You can just press the touchpad, go into this view. can actually see what's on the other side when you're in the Pip-Boy, because it is always happening. You can't pause the world. So this way you can be like, okay,
You
oh,
have been
that's the goal.
tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that
There you are.
Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it
Funny.
means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer, signing off.
I don't know. And Pop-Boy's trying to tell you where to go. This is Fallout. They loved Lisa, didn't they? I know, I was actually just thinking about that. If I had remembered what the name was. That would have been funny. God, I know who Harold. 5 years. I grew up with that asshole. Watch what happens near.
Miss Sarah? Hello? Oh, finally! I feared you'd never wake up.
So, Crutchley can say some of the names that are on Codsworth's list.
Most of the others have already gone. Best get cracking.
Yeah. But, you know, you can actually say Miss Sarah. One reason why I purposely... we'll see, but he's the only one that I know of. And yeah, I have personally done all the main quests. I have 2 side quests to finish. I'll probably done by this. Now you want to each one of these one? He's lying. You really do want to. Make sure that you stop at every one of these. Worthy. Every one of these and pick up everything that I know it's pointing them. You can easily rush past these. I missed some important stuff.
They are literal lifesavers. So, about the infrastructure out there in Appalachia, I suspect there isn't any.
You've always been so helpful. Oh, most important.
Good to see you all together one last time. Drunk, joyous, and not staving off a horrible death minute by minute.
Yeah. No, since, you know, I mean, you can get around this stuff, but if you do, you're just gonna run into a lot of... Yeah. Even steal the eyeglasses. Overseer. Log Vault 7. Grab that. I prefer to grab them. A lot of the story in Fallout 76 is going to be given to you from terminals and holotape, so it's best to just use your Pip-Boy to listen to it, so that way you can much in here, to be honest with you. I'll spend time reading the terminals that really matter, but they are a lot of terminals, so you can see. And this is mainly for anybody that wants to pause it and actually read it. Yeah, no, this isn't. And they've separated everything this time, which is really good. So you have your weapons, your apparel, your aid, your miscellaneous, which you're used to. But now you have holotapes and you have notes. Notes are things that are miscellaneous but of importance. So you can separate them. Junk is still junk, mods still mods, ammo is still ammo. But this helps out a lot. Because you know if it's in here, you probably want to keep it. If it's in here, probably don't care.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone.
Well, because you have to.
But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is.
Remember,
Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bomb fell. It blew up the world before.
use it often.
We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
So what she's saying is she's the Overseer's mission, and this can get a little lost along the way, but basically she's telling you to go to the silos, like she really did. Straight up tell us to find them. Oh god, whoever's been writing these things. Cards or I don't know. Actually, Billy Toss and I were talking about that earlier. He started another character, and just to get a couple of achievements that he didn't get because he was in the beta, and did the same. I wonder what would happen if I just leave the camp here, but he didn't actually do it to find out. So this is what I think is really important right here.
Stop learning. Be the best.
For cards. And it's really easy to miss those, but look what happens. As soon as you pick them up. Okay, so this I think can happen if you don't as soon as you leave the vault, but then you get to start this right away. So in the end, you're gonna get, I believe it's 50. I originally thought it was, yeah, it's 50. I thought it was 50, but it's 50 points that you'll be getting in. Because you have, or 57, is, yeah, that's what it is. Because you see you have 1 in each right now. So what you need to do is do your math for your specials to all add up to 57. You're going to get 50 points as you go along, but you started with 7. Alright, so on this one, a lot of people are really pushing their strength on this game, and I've seen in a lot of instances that it's very, very helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to use melee for this character. in 2 weeks, a patch is coming out that will allow you to slowly respec your character. So even if you are not happy with what you pick, you can change it later on. So let's pick strength. And that's all we're gonna go. And do make sure to equip it. Like, it's like, yeah, I got a card. No, you actually have to put them up there. Much of anything, so we're just gonna get out of here, but and that's basically the vault. A love note, a hat, and a bunch of things are gonna be used. I know, see what happens, Billy, and let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna automatically give them to you. Rifleman and if you're doing that kind of build, I would say Rifleman and I forget the name of the one that is two-handed weapons.
Aloha! Ciao! Arrivederci! Au revoir! Auf Wiedersehen! Vaya con Dio! Buen viaje!
And the idea behind that is I know two-handed weapons are slow, but once you build the damage on them, you can just one-shot things. And so you don't have to swing a second. Also, it feels like melee weapons break less, or it takes longer. But you're right, also the carry weight that happens. Hey. Okay, so now we have to go reclaim. And that's the idea behind this. Look at the draws right now. That's the idea behind all this, though. Like, and I get what Bethesda is trying to do with this game. The rest of Fallout, all those NPCs, everything that exists in there, is because we came out of here and other vaults like us and started to reclaim the world.
The overseer said she'd set up her camp down the road to the south.
And then I start wondering, like, all the characters that I've met in the Fallout games, which ones are my descendants? They were kind of close to the capital Wasteland. Yeah. Oh, Paul didn't make it. Now, pre-war money does not, it's not as valuable as it was in last games on cloth here. Oh, great. Got one of these. I have a weapon. Oh, ready. Go. Oh. Now, here's another thing you can do with this. So, notice that it brings me in. So, we don't have Blitz in this game. Blitz is not a perk. But like the other games, if you can close the gap with the melee. That's actually, especially with the bugs. Little bugs flying around or running around your feet, and you just bat them and just bam, and you can. Tabby cat. Tough. This is not somebody's structure. 45 rounds. My favorite, but beer bottles. Purified water doesn't work the same, really. These are more for making Molotov cocktails. Oh, yeah. There we go. A little bit of moonshine. Playing instruments helps you relax. Play long enough and you called well tuned. And there we go. Oh well too. Getting these little buffs really does help. Like I'm thinking I probably should have rested before I left. But well tuned. AP regen plus 25%. Notice right now when you have well fed and well hydrated, you have max 50 plus 50 HP. Disease resistance plus 25. EP regen plus 50. Disease resistance plus 25. That's 50% disease resistance. So if you can maintain being well fed and well hydrated, you can help keep the disease away, you know, stave off the diseases. Oh wow. That's an interesting playthrough, Rebel. But I think you're getting like that's definitely the spirit of this game because it's about making your own adventure known. It's con or just head marker, which is the camp that was invested data. You are going to need to eat, so. Right, and then just moving on, grabbing the next one. Yeah, I took that meat. I took the one in the air. I thought that was pretty slick. Oh, look at that too. You can gather logs from all these broken trees on the ground. This is really helpful. It might be. I know the volume, the levels are good over here. Now, this is one of the largest maps that we've had ever. Like, from here to here would have been like a short distance in Fallout 4, but it's taken us a little while to get. Let's take a look at weapons. A plan for a metal bed. Duct tape. All kinds of goodies to get started out with. Mustache. You even have. Here we go. Wait, this person. Let's see.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, and no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Thank you. I'm totally an angry flight attendant. Okay. So we picked up a few items now. Notice the first thing I want to show you about using this system is notice scrap all junk at the bottom. Also, be sure to look at the options that you have down at the bottom there. Sometimes the menus don't just really jump out at you, but if you look down at the bottom, you can see extra options that you have and whatever it is that you're doing. Now we can take a look at the junk that I have right now. Ball peen hammers, beer bottles, some duct tape, and a few more money. Notice it all breaks down. Notice it all has weight. So I'm carrying 22 pounds right now. Let's scrap the junk. And that was 20 pounds. The beer bottles can still be used to make Molotov. So if you want to scrap them, you actually have to pick them. Because by doing this scrap all junk, it's not going to break down anything that has a purpose. It will only break down the things that do not have a purpose. So you can just happily press the button all you beer bottles. Okay, so we need to make some armor. We need to make a weapon. I'm gonna go with weapons first. See what our options. We can make a board, combat knife, a hatchet. What do we got with the hatchet? Okay, hatchet just. I already have a machete. That's fast, but it. Everybody's facing forward. No, that actually has more damage on it and looks pretty good to me. 1 leather and 5. Now what about? Okay. All I have is a pipe revolver round. Go with that. That's all I have on it. Ultimately. Yeah, I would just say about it. Weapon condition degrades as are used. Like, it's just as simple as that. The more you shoot the gun, the more you swing with the thing, the more it's gonna break down. Well, that's because I've outfits too. You could just go, but I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna 4 and 10. Right off the bat with our materials, what's gonna give us the most, so still make an arm. Right on. Right. Trucker hat? No. Black room girl. That's important. So let's take a look at favoriting things. You can favorite things right here from the menu. And just put hearts on them. And then when you press up on the D-pad, they'll be on your wheel. Don't really need stim pack on there because you can just press right on the D-pad and do it. You press down to do your emotes. But notice that some of them, if you purchase some from the Atom Store, or if you had the Tricentennial, hit R1 to expand, and then you can change to something from the Tricentennial. Or from what? You're welcome. And so, well, you can do it that way, but here's a better way, I think, personally, is how you can choose. You can go through here if you really wipe them up. Okay. When I would press up, notice down at the bottom on the menu system that you got R1 for change. Hit R1. We get to pick your weapons usually show up at the top. I'd like that to be my machete. That's what we're going for. And then if I go down, if I go straight down with it, I want it to. Oh my gosh, yes. And that's a very good point, Rebel. Don't be actively hitting right, and I'm gonna talk about some more of that in a sec. So we're gonna here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my purified water. I didn't mean right access. Right now. Awesome possum bacon. So you can set your wheel up, like of course, like on mine, I've but then I can quickly, like, okay, great. Or water. So you can relatively quickly. But here's a beautiful thing about this. You can still move. So if you're in a, oh god. Oh god. God. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. You may not be able to turn, but you can at least be like, oh, and yes, I am moving my hands around so that I can move and press this at the same time. And press up on the D-pad, and then you use your right analog stick to select what you want. But the beautiful thing is, once you get your two weapons going, you can press left on a D-pad to switch back and forth between your two weapons that you've recently used. Press right on the D-pad to use the stim pack, but don't do that if you can avoid it. And one of the ways that you can accidentally do this is when using bats. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you. So we've got our weapons, got our things on. Let's take a look at our hunger and our water. Our water is starting to go down, but it's not dire. Okay. Glasses help with the flight attendant look. Okay, so now we need to find the overseer in Flatwood. Now that we've, like, always make sure that you scrap all your junk before you put it in your stash box. So that way you're not placing anything large into your stash box. You can break these down if you want, but I'm going to keep them. Yeah, using bats? Or... yeah. Now, I think it used to be square. I've gotten so used to this now. When I first started playing it, I hit square a lot, but you look down on the bottom, got R3, you can hide your summary if you want to see the cool little graphic. X still toggles it, of course. And triangle takes you to your perks, but R1 shows it on the... That was? Okay. Got red hot for 68. Just by a number. And then, oh, red hot Ford. Is that a Ford? Red hot for... Oh gosh, I don't even know. So crazy. And Kashi bound or whatever. And these people are creative, right? Yeah. Yeah, down. I used to. I actually would like if we could change that around, but I understand why we can't because they need to say that something is going to be the emotes or the weapon will, and that's really for these two wheels to exist. They basically just said, okay, it's going to be your weapons, and let's make that stim packs because once you get used to it in a moment, especially, I don't know, especially when you're in PvP, it becomes important. I don't have enough for that. Okay, I was trying to do a power hit, but it's not working. Oh, we just got some more grub. Realistically, if you look at it, you get food often. I just don't have these recipes yet because of that mission. Oh, there. Watch your AP though when you're running into places. You wanna self off guard. No, that's Sutton. I think that's Sutton. Anyway, let's see. Gets it. Okay, check this out right here. Chet found this out. If you're looking for lead and you need lead to build rounds, then this is a really good place to find the Green County Lodge. Each one of these weights. Wow. That's determination right there. The weights are lead, Billy. But here's a problem. When you take a 160-pound barrel, you are taking... So right now, I'm just going to take like one of these. Let's take a 25-pound. And then I'll show you the next time we get to a place that it scraps into lead. So yeah, you can come here and get a lot of lead. Got some other ones on the ground. Here's a 5-pound. Probably should just take that instead. Oh, we're doing fine on weight. Now notice my water. I'm still hydrated, so yeah. With 160-pound, like, oh, hey, Joe. Got a lot of lead from the worth of. ramen. We'll find out here in a bit. Yeah, find out right now. Two, and that's 5. So like ratio 5 times 5. Seem right. But we can just. Oh my god. Yeah, that's cheap enough. Let's do it. No, but right now all I'm doing is putting down the benches that I need when I need them. I don't have to worry about losing my place. Right now, you can lose your camp if you go into a server and somebody else has a but and putting down a patch that will make it where you get an alert and you can still choose to go into the server, but as long as you don't put down a camp, your camp will still stay where it is and just won't appear until you go to another server.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God.
Notice the plans are in note.
The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry. Tortured. We are one.
Hey,
One what?
volunteer.
Whatever happened
If
here
you need
is beyond
supplies,
anything we expected.
Bob's
And we
got you
expected
covered.
a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival.
Getting all of them to...
I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even
There you go.
imagine, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
We call it the Great War now. It's not been long, and things have been rough. Welcome to Survivor Stories. I'm Dasa Ben-Ami, a responder. I've been working with the Responders for a couple of years now. I'm from Charleston originally, so it was easy to join up. What wasn't easy was the work. Rebuilding Appalachia from the rubble while survivors flock to us regularly from all over. So many have come and gone. Their stories untold, their names lost to time. I thought we should preserve this history somehow. I've decided to ask people to record their thoughts, their stories, anything they want to preserve forever. I'll call this series the Survivor Stories. I'll start with me. I was an anthropology PhD student at Vault-Tec University. Final year. Printing my thesis. Sirens. I thought for sure my father, a Vault-Tec employee, could take us all with him, but only 2 reservations came through. hand, I pushed them inside it, and that was it. After that, I went back home to
Okay,
Charleston and, well, survived. Eventually, the responders formed, and I signed up right away. It was so hard. The flood was devastating. Relocating to Morgantown Airport and now Flatwoods has been... I remain optimistic. Been with them now for, I guess 2 years. We have big plans. We can do so much to help. Maybe, just maybe, we can rebuild enough to be okay. And in the meantime, I will continue to record stories of survivors when I can. We are your history. This is Dasa Ben on me, signing off for now.
Hi. Dasa asked me if I would talk about, how I got here. She asked everybody, so I said okay. My name's Colonel, and I'm 13 years old. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. The bombs and messed up people and the cows with 2 heads, all of it. I was bad. Bad. I cheated on my spelling test. I kicked Chip Wilkins in the shins until he cried. I pushed Rosie McCloy down the stairs. I cut holes in the bottom of all the gym shorts and put glue in the mashed potatoes in the cafeteria. I told Harold Newell to eat 10 dead flies a day in order to grow muscles, and
crap, they're weak.
put Nuka-Cola in the rat cage water bottles at the pet store. And, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about everything. Because my dad said if I wasn't this way, the bad things wouldn't happen.
Oh God.
I haven't seen Daddy since the bombs, and I guess he left because of that, too. It's okay. I'm trying to be good now, though. I'm not old enough
Oh
to
shit,
be
that
a
just
father.
hit home.
Dasa said I could help collect food and water, so
It moved.
I'm getting better, I promise. And, Daddy, if you're listening, I promise I won't be bad anymore, so you can come back
Okay.
now. Okay? Okay. Bye.
Oh yeah, Far
With
Harbor is...
smarts and a little luck, you'll do just fine out there.
I want to take a look on these. Notice, like, so this is a responder, that's a volunteer bot. So, and if I run across another volunteer bot, their caps will be linked. For us, somebody went ahead and completed this event while we were here. So, got some radar. Oh, let's go over. Got some clothes. So check this out. My hat. But whenever you're, oh, shadow. Whenever you're investment, but I still have everything. Let's go for some more strength. Not really. I'd like to get stronger. And then you get to combine them at level 2. And then based on your level is what you can put on there, because it's I have 3 strength. I can put up to a level 3 card. I'm gonna show you a little tricky. When we level up again. Okay, so register. It's to get her. Uh-oh. Now I'm thirsty. But notice I still have my AP regen and disease resist. I'm gonna hold out for a little bit longer. Off. Up in the business. Not everybody. Oh my god. Another person. And we can say hello to them. Rats. What? All rats coming after me. They remember what I did to their kind. Where's the rest of them? Right. Good.
Interview 2. Reverend Delbert Winters. Hi, I met you in the woods near the Morgantown airport. You were picking flowers. Why?
I was harvesting a lot of stuff, actually. I hunted deer recently. Looked strange, but tasted fine.
Hmm, okay. Well, what's a basic, easy meal that someone who's been surviving on cans could make?
You can make tea with dried flowers. It's not much, but it can soothe your stomach. I don't know what this flower is called, but I call it a soot flower. If you add it to water, you can make a tea. Same with rabbit meat or chicken meat. You can easily make soups with boiled water. God willing, we can adapt old recipes to new types of food.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Back in the army, we got sent off to places with weird fish I'd never heard of and weird veggies I'd never seen again. You know, we had to cook with them still. Just pretend it's catfish or something. You see how it turns out. But now, well, let me say that I've seen some weird stuff. I thought maybe it was unholy, but these are all the creation of our Lord, even if man has manipulated them, and dang it, they're still edible.
Oh, okay. Well, veggies do you eat?
Yeah, there are still some edible veggies out there, like melons, and carrots, and gourds. You know, I found some tomatoes and potatoes growing together. They're somehow pollinating each other or something. I ate one, and it was kind of like ketchup-flavored cardboard, but hey, I'm alive. You might have to experiment like that. Don't be too picky if it keeps you alive to see the end of times.
Sounds like you've been thinking about this for a while.
You could say that. I knew the end was coming for a good long while. And, well, it's here. And the end will come again. I have faith that there's a reason for all this. And that we need to survive
Right?
to see our Lord again. And, well, we need food to survive.
Fair enough. Thanks for the tips, Delbert.
Okay, let's take a look. Got here. Love it though.
Dasa has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. Seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bomb
All you have to
fell,
do is collect.
I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy.
Oh, good night, Rebel.
After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for
Anytime you say that, I get clapped into my...
rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solve the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned in to a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. Safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water.
Right?
And I did.
Properly boil water.
It is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and science.
So you notice I just made a lot of food. Let's go ahead and top that water off. Good enough for now. What are we at? Well tuned. And got... Let's see. Well fed and well hydrated. That possum needs more faces. Also notice you can pick up these wood piles. Wood to be had everywhere. I mean, no, actually, you know what? That's one thing I haven't done. You can, it's just an event. I'm going through the events that I need to do on my other. I should have or my other character, and I have it's about all of them. The achievements, that is. Most likely it'll be the level 100. Okay, so we've got wild mud fruit. This is really convenient to know that there's wild mud fruit that you can get any time over here in Flatwoods. Here's the thing is, like, when you find things like this and potatoes and stuff like that out in the wild, you want to know where they are. We know we can get some mud fruit. So that way you can pick this up. Like, I recently lost my camp. In doing so, I lost all my mud fruit. To rebuild my mud fruit, I have to find mud fruit. So I'm coming here later. Again, always just scrap all junk. Get it out of the way. Oh, we got a hatchet after all. No, my machete's been doing fine. Oh, after all. Once again, just scrap the ones that are low. Throwing knives work as a grenade, by the way. You don't need this anymore. Let's step up from pastor to responder. Oh yeah. Do I still have the glasses on? Nice. Oh yeah, junk is amazing. By the way, I paid. I really like. What's going on is people. Yeah, the lighthouse southeast. Yeah. It's like the one friendly moth. Or let's see that. Once again, the water is horrible. Junk is like junk is everything. Somebody killed me earlier when I was playing and took my junk and then just fucking left. And still mad about it. Okay, anyway. Like, I had a lot of junk in there and they straight up saw that and they knew the value of it and then they took it and then left. No chance for me to earn my junk back. Ran and put it in their stash box. And then when Toss and I went and confronted him and killed him, he left the server. And he was using a cheesy little trick to exploit the way that you start PvP. Boil water using dirty water. It's important. All these quests at the very beginning are setting you up to make sure that you can survive in Fallout 76. So You want to do them, even if you know what's going on. If this is your new character, you should do this because you're gonna get a lot of patterns or recipes. Now we can make mudfruit juice. We can make tarberry juice. Look at that, 120 AP. Agi. Really nice. Agi gives you action points and stuff. Make some mole rat chunks. Tastes like chicken. Telling yourself it tastes. Froze you in the wall. Yeah, right. And then you have to fast travel out. Like, people can be jerks, you know, but it's the way it is. You know, and the other games, it would be the raiders and whatnot that would be coming after you. It would be the super mutants that are attacking your camp. Now it could actually be... Well, the raiders is a good example because now instead of being raiders, it'll be real humans that are acting like raiders. Of course, you can always just fast travel away. Or if they're hitting you, you have to go around a wall so that they can't hit you. Squad maneuvers is in the agility tree. Or no, it's in the... Sorry, that's in the charisma. It's in charisma, and it can give you increased speed when you're in a group. You can run away from them. Combine that with a card that gives you, in the agility, that gives you the, makes your sprinting take less action points. You will run faster than longer than them, and get away. Yeah, and they locked him in. It's got him to level up. Let me show you a little trick about this way. Let's see what the thing's gonna tell us. Ooh. Chemistry workbench. Gonna see many more of those. So let's take a look at this. Oh, an unknown. Yeah, give it to me. Got here. Gunrunner, what do you do? And you can't even use it yet. Why not? What you doing that? What you doing that to? For level 7. Oh. Go through. So now we get to pick what we want. Alright. So I would like to pick some... Let's go ahead and start getting some... Actually. So if I can team up with some people, I can use Inspirational, or I can use Lone Wanderer when I'm alone. Go ahead and pick Lone Wanderer for right now. This is kind of a Lone Wanderer playstyle, but note that what you get from Inspirational and from being in a team is going to give you more. You have your friends to come back you up. You need to be in teams. You're going to need to be in teams to get some of this done, unless you wait till you get to higher level. You want to get it done as soon as you find it, best to be in a team. And Happy Camper I actually highly recommend, but right now it's not beneficial in what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm going to pick this, but I'm going to show you something. We picked Charisma. Notice down at the bottom you have Accept. You have L1 and R1 does Filter. Filter. Pick that. But we can actually slide over here. And I could go ahead and get Gladiator level 1, or get this card and make it level 3, but it would increase my Charisma. You can do that if you really want to do that. I recommend against it. But I wanted to show you, like, I could get that and I could go over and get Hacker instead. But I wanted to show you this. We'll have 2 Charisma. We should be able to use this card. Let's do it. So 1 point here. Let's put in that Lead Belly. Got 1 over here. Let's put in that, or 2 actually. Lone Wanderer. We can't use this yet, and I do recommend this one. You'll find a lot of cards that lower certain things. It's not just all these things are going to be lowered. Food and drink rates get lowered. Junk gets lowered. Armor gets lowered, etc. Once you hit level 50, you get to pick from all the cards. You get to start picking all the perks that you want at that point. You could collect all these, and you could swap them out selectively. And be like, I've got way too much food on me right now, but I don't have as much ammo. Alright, I'm gonna take the card that's about ammo off, so I can put this other card that's gonna give me a little more damage. And then I'm gonna take this other card and agility off that I'm not using and throw in this through hiker, because really I need to lower that weight. I have to pick gunrunner. You have a pistol equipped. That's actually pretty cool. And we can't do yet. But I could have taken that moment to give myself level 3 of Gladiator. Got 2. This is a good one. Note that going it in a group and having inspirational is going to make you level up a lot faster. Even then, you just tell your friends, like, get into a group and you don't together. And then when you're in a group, you can fast travel to each other's camps and save money. Save caps. So it's really, really beneficial setup. They want you to work together. That was the whole idea behind the vault itself, was to go out and reclaim the world from the waste. This is a different Fallout game. This is not Fallout 5. I tend to think of it like Fallout Shelter. Yeah, I'm in 3D and I've got a lot of the same stuff that I would have in the main Fallout games, but it's not about that. This is the time that we all created the world.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised.
And this had to happen in the storyline.
Lit my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened, I figured like most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here. At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrongs. Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to been thought. So I asked how? Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then in my despair,
Yeah, you can fast travel.
some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You ought to cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly. And I was thankful for my task in life. Thankful. Next time hell or high water land in my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share a home-cooked meal together, all right?
And sunshine or so now we're getting the stories of everybody that survived the actual blast. People who didn't make it into the vaults. Now look at this suit. Let's take a look at this real quick. Notice the HP, it gives me a little end. It gives me some food and water. Endurance. So when we make sure to be, yeah, I need some water, so get a little bit of that. I need half a ribeye steak. Let's see. I do need food. What does that give me? It gives me a little endurance. I'd be good at low levels. We'll get a little bit of that. Don't have anything else. Let's see what this target. No, it gives me AP. I want to say that mutt fruit would probably do better. Let's go with that right now. Awesome. So now we're back up. We have our full, well-fed and well-hydrated. Yeah. Yep, you got fast travel, you got everybody's camps, everything like that. It's almost as good as being a friend, but actually it's even better when you're in a team. You can go to their camps. You can't go to your friend's camp, but you can go to your friend. So we have well tuned still. I need to rest. We need to find a bed. The butt fruit juice is giving me 1 agi. The mole rot's giving me a strength. The silt bean's giving me 2 endurance. If you make sure that you're constantly cooking food for yourself and making soups and juices and make different ones, because the stuff is going to spoil. And people complain about that. Everything spoils too fast. So you're just not eating it fast enough. And why would you not want to eat it fast enough when you can maintain these buffs on you and make the game easier? Also, the spoiled meat and spoiled vegetables are beneficial because you can make fertilizer out of them. And you can use that fertilizer to plant, well, to plant plants. Ramen. Ramen? Okay. Try to make it quick for you. No. Get painful if you start running. Okay. Alright, that's it. I'm just gonna do what I do best then. Go back over here. Where you at? Oh. And Brahman, get over here. Take that, you cow. Sorry, but not. These are good. Supply drop. Supply drop at. Take a look at that. Somebody called in a supply drop. So we're gonna. Where it is? Not far from it. Go away immediately. What this quest gives us. As it might send us in that area for all we know. Morgantown Airport. Let's see what we got. Oh, I got a Tinkerer's workbench. I saw that before I started. Alright, there's the only kind of bacon that I like. Got. Ooh, like a hunting rifle now, one of my favorite. Hey Paul, hey Naka. Morgantown Airport. Once again, it's just data. Okay, so that's... Yeah, and you can press R3 to center on yourself. R3. Remember to look at the menu at the bottom, and in this case, in the top left and top right. So Morgantown Airport. We got a supply drop right over here. Let's get that first before we leave this area. When we do get a supply drop, when it becomes time for us to call a supply drop, I will go over that. And just know that you get these cards, these holotapes, and it's a supply drop requisition. And then you have to go to a relay tower to request it. When it drops, everybody in the area is told about it, and then you can go get some supplies. So anytime you do that, you're doing everybody a favor. Oh, we have talking. Somebody's camp? Somebody's. Okay, what do you want? Tell me, Austin. BMX. You gonna do some tricks? Some awesome BMX tricks for me? Some awesome Austin BMX tricks? He's gonna take me to the supply drop? Oh, this is precious. Thankfully, Austin knew what to do. Yeah, but we can't hear him. We should be able to hear him. Just be coughs and stuff like that. Hmm? Oh. Nice. There's like 2 of them. What are the odds? Oh god, is that what I think it is? Oh, that was easy. Maybe Boston can breathe. Did we talk to Austin? Did we talk to Austin? I don't know. Is he gonna regale us of his cool trick bike? Stories of the bike. Okay, look at the level up that we just got. Oh, I've reached level 5. So yay! Now I can fight with other people. Or now I can team up. That's right. I couldn't team up before. Huh? Thinking about making that strength go. Yeah, too kind of weird, right, Billy? Then let's finish that card off. We're doing this for a long time. Go ahead, that card finished. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Now, hopefully, we'll get a card pack and we can score an extra strength card to slide in the meantime. We want to go find a half pipe somewhere, I guess. Normally the supply drops do not come in 2s. So that's why Billy and I are kind of like, what happened? Yeah. Let's say I'm lucky. I will argue with you to death on that rather. And just those that gun that I have. Ooh, Mentos. Loose screws. That's pretty much gold right there. Oh, 2 of them. Look at that. Kind of hidden in the corner, a pack of duct tape. Oh, you. Oh, see, they tricked me. They're empty barrels. But the fear was real. Pretty good right now. I don't want to get a bunch of rats. Oh my god. Don't look friendly. Watch you. To go north. So, here's the thing you can do. You can walk yourself all the way up there and learn about all these cool places. You could fast travel to Vault 76, which I always do. And then just head east from there. Let's actually go up the road. Take the long way. Fine. Like 4 of them though. I don't want to hack up it. Hold square to put your weapon away. You move a little faster when you do that. And you can press L3 and notice my action points, which you can think of as like fatigue going down. Right? Let's take a moment. R1. And then we can do this, so now we have it set up. And now I can go. In Fallout 4, I suggested that you stay off the roads. In Fallout 76, it just depends on the area. But as a general rule, sticking to the roads is often better. Often better. Not always. Often. Oh, they already did the event though, so he's not even hostile. There's no events going on right now. If you see an event happening near you, especially... Okay, that's pretty funny. Especially if you, buy a book. Um, and just people there, and it's not something like take a place that somebody probably wants. You know what I mean? If it's like depends on the server. Oh, of all the times. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it won't show them to me. But if you can get into an event that other people are doing, you're gonna get most importantly, in my opinion, is the crafting plans or recipes that you'll get. But realistically, like you're gonna get stim packs, cooked food, weapons, armor, ammo, junk. It's just a good idea to, not to mention that the XP. And if you see people doing it already, just go on in, wave at them, help out. Just by doing that, you're going to get the reward as well. You don't even have to. Now, if you're not on their team, you may not be able to loot the corpses that they leave behind, but you'll get the rewards of the quest. See about. Steps of the wood. Yep. But that's a rock. Really, remember when I was looking for the Deathclaw nest? Are you on? Just kept going. That's a rock. That's a rock. That's a rock. Finally found. I don't wonder separated. Yeah, there. There. No. Paramedic outfit. Gives me super. That's so. Okay, so we got a Protectron going. Nothing like picking fire cap in a firefight. Cooking pan, because that's what I put in. Okay. Hold on, that's for Sheffield. Going on with this Locum's show.
Situation normal. Law and order has been restored.
Thank you, Silkums Jobot. Oh god, no! I'm friendly! Oh, son of a... I thought we were friends. Silkums Jobot. Apparently we're... And great. The Jobots are after me. Jobot. That Jobot. Okay. And Jobot beat me up a little bit, so let's take a look at our food. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. What do we got? They're out of the okay, so let's get some Malrat chunks. Then we got over here. Put up with a energy. Get that for water. And we'll save that for right now. So now I've got, there it is. Strength, endurance, and agi +3. along with being fully healed, well fed, and well hydrated. Pipe. Stop by there. Oh god, shut the radio. Shut the radio up. Radio up. This is the Revenge of Jobot. The Invisible Radio, Revenge of Jobot. Can't scrub my job. There was a tinker bench though. Not really interested in this. Action, but I will take. Beans. Oh. Something else. There you are. I see you now, friend. Give me that. Give me that. This is mine. Give it. No, give it to me. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, so here's another thing. You're gonna end up with a bunch of weapons, whether you want to use them or not. That's up to you, but hey Rashid, every time you scrap them, and I'm gonna go melee with rifles. So I don't need. You're gonna get patterns. No harm in scrapping. And the weapons you don't use really. And then, in fact, like you're gonna find yourself in a position where you're gonna be making weapons just to scrap them so that you can get more pattern. That one happened. Let's and now we're down to 87. Let's do this one more time. And oh.
What?
Right. Like that doesn't like get under your skin. No bobby pins so far. Yeah, no, and I love it. Like, and I'm trying to. A lot of what I've done on the other character was to get to know this game as much as I could, as fast as I. But this playthrough, scorched. Still. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Gotta be. Get around the. Oh, let's see what we got for. I got some ribeye. A couple of those. Definitely. Yep. Oh God. Okay, no, I don't need you shooting at me. God, you brought friends, didn't you? Okay. Right. We'll talk about this in a second. I haven't used a stim pack. All this meat's gonna disappear. Except for the canned dog food, I actually should save that. All this stuff is gonna disappear. All the meat is gonna spoil. When I leave my character logged off for a long period of time. Not really a big deal. It really isn't that big of a deal. You start to learn where the events are that you can go and you can get yourself some food. Not a big deal. You can do like Mama Dolce's, you can do feed the people, and you can feed everyone on the server every time you do it. Everyone gets canned too. So you find that there's a lot of events that killing animals all the time. So do that one that you always end up with a ton of food. You're gonna be playing for a long period at first. Know that the food will expire, but you know, as you move along, you're just gonna keep picking up. Yeah, the teacup event, and that one's low level. Okay, so that's what you're sending me to do? You're crazy. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Have fun right away. Here we go. Asperton. Here. That's the boss. So the crown over this person or this torch means that they're a boss. Not a legendary. A boss. Yeah. Got a treasure map. Let's see what we got here. So we need to find this. There's a top of the world. I haven't shown you that yet, but I just happen to know there's a top of the world in the background. So this is on a railway bridge. Take this and find it later. We're already. And this gets us out of the bounty. Rat's active. Okay, I don't. Yeah, we're gonna end this stream. Oh, if I kill this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Okay. But oh, my awkward roll right now. Emmy? Oh, God. Okay, so here's some events now. We have Death Blossoms. And Feed the People. Feed the People is amazing. We won't have enough time to do that today. But we're gonna set up camp near here. Like the overseer said, when you go to an area, you want to set up your camp. Right now, as of recording this, or oh, look at this. What do you know? Let's build a camp right here. Yeah, this is great. So as of writing this, as of recording this, at this moment, I would not recommend building a super awesome camp. It could get taken from you. So just think about functionality for right now. But in 2 weeks, we're gonna get everything that's gonna fix it and make it better. Right. Okay, so let me show you something. You go in here into your Pip-Boy, and then L1 is move camp. It's probably gonna say we're too close to something. But notice you can see I call it the dome, you can see the wall. And then when you're placing your camp, this is where you're selecting the size of the area where you're picking your area, okay? So you want to, like, say, I can put the camp over here. See, look where I'm moving my bubble way up there. Is that what I wanted? Not really. I want to make sure that I've got that in my bubble is all I want ultimately. No. Overlaps an existing build area. Buddy. Is either in this area. So this guy right here, Blackfish, doesn't really know what he's doing. Okay, so press that button. Get this in here. No. This person built their camp up there and they don't even know what they've got. Oh, look, that's green though. Alright, let's do it. There's our camp. Now let's see if we can go over here. I'll hold down the touchpad to go. You can click on it or you can just hold down the touchpad and you go right into the build mode. Oh yeah, but we don't have the circuitry. These extractors are amazing. So let's do this. When we have our little bubble, we can see it's in this bubble. Once your bubble is set, you can take your camp and move it. Notice that the bubble isn't moving. The bubble is set. When we placed it the first time, that is when it set the bubble. Hide our camp off air. Just need one piece of circuitry. And we could build this bad boy, but we wouldn't have the ability to build enough generators to power it, is the unfortunate thing. Hey, Benjamin. Oh, this is a different playthrough. This is a playthrough to show everybody how to do this game and to give a let's play out there of the actual story and showing, well, I guess, you know, my opinion on how the game should be played, because I can't officially say that anybody should do this thing or the other. That's one of the beautiful things about this, is all up to you. You're gonna generate your story. Oh, thank you, Billy. Yeah. So when you spawn into the camp, you're gonna spawn at a certain point. But if you just like take this and you move it over, sometimes all you have to do is just like, you hit circle to go into build or modify. You go into modify, and then you just move it a little bit, and like placing it there, and that might move your, that'll reset your spawn point. You have to watch, because sometimes spawn points will make people spawn inside your foundation, and that can be really frustrating for your friends. Take a look at that right now. One of these. I mean, we can't build that yet though. We gotta unlock all the. Don't really need to edit this. If anything, crafting, we can build one of these. Station would be useful. Chem station would be good because we can use it to scrap. I'll try something. So I'm gonna take this right here. Drop one of these. Scrap my item. Yeah, let's go. Level 1. 5 fire axe. Oh, but that's gonna be better than my daddy. Why the condition? Bigger bar. This one has more condition at the moment, but this one can have the most. So I'm gonna destroy this one. Don't need the sledgehammers right now because they're level 10, and it's gonna be a while before I'm level 10, and I'm probably gonna collect more sledgehammers between. And this is 24. It's 23. Fire axe might be better for me because I can one-shot them with one hand. Do we got anything new? No? Well, let's make sure we scrap our junk. Great. So now, because this isn't part of a structure, this could actually get destroyed if I pop into a place and somebody has their camp. So I'm going to store it. Also, then it doesn't draw any attention to this existing. We could cook some food before we're done, but realistically, that's going to be gone whenever I log in. And then you're just wasting wood. Oh, so we can just take this, go into modify, and store it. I don't have to worry about losing it right now. Like I said, in 2 weeks, they're going to fix all of that. So that's it for today. I hope everybody had a good time and learned some things. Like, know that this playthrough is about that. Like, we're gonna pick up exactly from this spot tomorrow. as a matter of fact. And then we're gonna head over to Morgantown Airport and see what we got going on there. We're gonna do Eat the People. I want to show you that event in particular because it's one that you should do often. You really help out everybody on the server. It's gonna progress the story. This playthrough in particular, this character, this whole series is gonna be a let's play where I'm going to pretty much do a lone wanderer and try to explain everything as we go along. From time to time, we'll see if we can join in with some of the people that we find randomly out in the world, but it's not about that. This is going to be about showing everybody, like, the way I play the game, the way I see the game. Hopefully bring some more appreciation to it, but it's not going to be the high-level stuff. The high-level stuff is going to be on Sundays. There'll be 4 hours of that. That's where we'll be dropping nukes and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. PvP. That's where you're going to hear me get stressed out and cuss at people and things like that. Not this one, though. This one we're going to do this nice and peaceful. Oh, we get a little bit of junk. So, but realistically, you want to put yourself an extractor on here so you can get a lot. And we'll talk about that more as it progresses. So, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. And have a good night. Get up.